Unfortunately, this Sunday's game didn't go as we expected. Our Detroit Lions ended up losing to the Seahawks, and we need to analyze some important points so as not to make the same mistakes next time. Before you start, hit the like button if you are truly a Lions fan. Well, let's go. Now, let's talk about what happened in Week 2. The Detroit Lions, after an electrifying Week 1 upset, had their hopes dashed when they fell to the Seattle Seahawks in overtime. But hold on, Lions faithful, the season is still young, and there's plenty to discuss. First up, the Lions' offense came out swinging. Despite a slow start, they put up 31 points, with Jared Goff showing his prowess, connecting with Josh Reynolds for a dazzling touchdown and executing a stunning flea flicker to Khalif Raymond. A couple of near-miss big plays showed the explosive potential of this offense. But the pass rush was a bit of a letdown. Despite a favorable matchup against a weakened Seahawks offensive line, they only managed one sack on Geno Smith. Aiden Hutchinson, who started the season strong, was largely absent from the stat sheet. Quick passes from Smith kept our defensive front from causing damage. On a brighter note, our run defense was on point. The Lions held the Seahawks' rushing attack to just 43 yards for Kenneth Walker and 16 yards for Zach Charbonnet. 2 consecutive games where the opposing rushing game didn't hit 100 yards is something to be proud of. Now, here's where it gets dicey. Our secondary looked vulnerable, with Jerry Jacobs struggling against DK Metcalf, who made some crucial catches. We need to tighten up our coverage and hope the return of Emmanuel Mosley can help shore up our secondary. David Montgomery had a strong showing, but an unfortunate thigh injury cut his game short. We're hoping he and Jahmyr Gibbs can form a dynamic backfield once they're both healthy. Injuries were a theme throughout the game, with several key players getting banged up. The injury report for next week might look like a CVS receipt, with players like Montgomery, Houston, Joseph, Gardner-Johnson, St. Brown, Hutchinson, Green, and Vaitai all dealing with various ailments. Depth will be tested. Lastly, the penalty bug struck again. Inconsistent officiating left fans puzzled. We just want some consistency, NFL refs. It's frustrating to see critical calls being missed or called in questionable ways. So, Lions fans, it's not all doom and gloom. There's a lot to work on, but the season is far from over. What are your thoughts on the Lions' performance? Sound off in the comments below. And don't forget to give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more exciting updates. Stay tuned for the next thrilling installment in the Lions' journey this season.